Bernetti, and along with Janet Kaplan, we are the co-presidents. Our program tonight features the choirs of Richardson Middle School under the direction of Ms. Carrie Millette, and the Riviera Elementary Choir under the direction of Ms. Laura Savitz, and they are great. But tonight is also our Homeowners Association General Meeting, so we have a little bit of business to take care of. First, there are some petitions in the back on local issues that you may be interested in. One is for Torrance to adopt a tree and view ordinance to resolve differences between tree owners and view seekers. That's at the back. There's also a petition at the back regarding the proposed Rock and Brews beer garden, which would be constructed in the site of the existing Oliver's restaurant on PCH. And we'll hear about that in a minute. Also, members of the Riviera Garden Club are accepting $15 donations for their excellent video, A History of the Hollywood Riviera. So if you're looking for a gift for a history buff, that might be it. Okay? And finally, we have a table for Riviera Homeowners membership. Your dues go directly back to the community as scholarships for the local Riviera students, stipends for the music program at this school, for the performers tonight, the technology program here at Richardson. So the money that you pay to us in the form of dues goes directly back to the community. If you like what we're doing, please support us so we can support them. I have asked Amy Josephek, a Riviera resident, to give us an update on the Rock and Brews restaurant, and that will take just 1 minute. So here's Amy.
Many of our neighbors are very concerned about the noise that we think will be generated. Sorry. Is this better? Okay. Many of our neighbors are very concerned about the noise that will be generated, we think, from an open-air beer garden in a metal shed that is being planned with a franchise called Rock and Brews. It'll be at the corner of PCH and Palos Verdes Boulevard and open until late hours of the night, every night of the week. Don't know how many of you have ever heard noisy music from the Riviera Village festivals that rolls up towards and over our homes. When there's such activity, it sounds like it's coming from the house next door. But that's just a couple of days each year. And even the railroad that goes through Torrance, which is 5 miles away but sounds like it's just around the corner. Those are just examples of how sound travels incredibly well in an area that's as quiet as ours, and when the winds blow the way that ours do here, traffic doesn't matter, it's still really noisy when these things happen. We came here because it was a quiet, peaceful place to live, and we all want to have a successful business here in the Riviera, but we just don't feel that it should be at the expense of the peace and quiet of its residents. As it's currently planned, we really think that this is the wrong business for this location. So we ask for your help by signing petitions that I have in the back, writing a letter, and most importantly, join us at Torrance City Hall on a Tuesday, December 18th, we believe is the date, to let all of our voices be heard. And we're going to be wearing red so that we all can match the color of the barn metal walls of Rock and Brews. So thanks very much. I'll be here at the end if anybody wants to talk about this at all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Janet Kaplan. I'm Judy's co-president. She does all the work. I've just come to these meetings and talk a little bit. We have a new, I guess, lifestyle in the Riviera homeowners because of a city policy change. In the past, we've been able to use this facility and sign a waiver and pay $100 a year to use the school board's liability insurance. We're not able to do that anymore, so we've had to go out and buy our own liability insurance for $700 and a few odd dollars. So as a result of that, we have decided that we'll have sponsors for our meetings, and this is our first sponsored meeting, and appropriately, the sponsor is the insurance agency that we chose to get our liability insurance from. So I would like to introduce Jesse Navarro with Navarro's Farmers Insurance and tell you a little bit about him. Jesse is a South Bay native, born in Torrance, and has lived in the South Bay for most of his life. He and his wife, Jury, have been in the insurance industry since January of 2007. The Navarro Insurance Agency with Farmers Insurance is located in Redondo Beach, and the focus of the agency has been on creating customized insurance plans for homeowners in the South Bay cities area. So today the agency has grown to 3 staff members in addition to Jesse and Jury, and has branched off to offer a full range of insurance products and services for small and medium-sized businesses. So I'd like to introduce Jesse Navarro, who's got some prizes for us.
Thank you, Janet. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you for having me out here today. As much as I would love to think that you guys are here to hear me sing about insurance, it's probably not the case. So I'm going to keep it quick. I'll just go over a couple safety tips that I put together for the holiday season. I'll be doing interactive, so if you guys could bear with me, and then we can speed along. All right? So the number one thing here that happens during the holiday season, it's a very big time for a lot of fires and a lot of crime. So I'm going to kind of throw this out there for everyone. Does anyone have any idea what the number one fire safety risk is during the holidays? Right. What is the reason for that? When the lights create the fire, right? So whenever there's any kind of fire out there, well, one of the best things that you can do for that is on the base of your tree, make a little cut. And then put that in water. Make sure you water it regularly, and this will keep the tree fresher. And then that way you avoid some of the dry tree that is going to create the fires. Okay? So, secondly, the next biggest thing during the holidays that creates a fire risk. Fireplace usually already have a protective place in them, so everybody does think it's the fireplace. But they're already in a protective place. It's actually candles. Candles are a huge thing right now because we're lighting them for everything, where we want everything to look sparkly and pretty. So we light the candles, but then we forget to put them out. The number one fire claim that I've had in my agency in 7 years is candle fires. So make sure you're protecting that, and you're keeping them away from the kids. Okay? All right. When you do put together the Christmas tree and you're doing the lights, make sure you do not put more than 3 light extensions together. That's usually the capacity. So the 3 light extensions, and then when you're checking the lights, don't just check that the lights work. Check to make sure that there's not any breaks or rips in there, and then that'll make sure that there's no sparks. The holidays is obviously a very busy season for all of us because we're running around with friends and family and we're out of our house. It's a very busy time for the thieves, right? They come in and they know that you're not home during that time. It's an important time right now to make sure everything is locked. Windows, doors, we live in a very nice and safe place, so a lot of the times we take the liberty of leaving that open. But during that time, it's not the time during the year for this right now. So another good thing is take pictures of every room in your house, or do a video inventory of every room in your house. If something happens, you need to be able to show, no matter what insurance company you're with, you need to be able to show proof that you own something. If you don't have every receipt, video or pictures are the next best thing for you. Does anybody here have any birthday near the 25th? Anybody here? That's going to be my giveaway. Who's the 25th? Anybody on the 25th? 24? So anybody has their 24 or 23, Janet will give you a prize, not a prize, yeah, a prize for being born on the 24th. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Yay.